Okay, hi everyone, it's Jo Gifford here, about to simulcast to Instagram and also to Facebook Live with our Russell Brunson August book lounge. So, Instagram and also to Facebook Live. I've got my volume up on my Facebook, and let me just start the Instagram stream as well, because there's nothing like trying to make tech super easy for yourself. So I'm so glad you guys have all joined me. So I'm going to start with the Instagram peeps as well. So this is all about Cliff Notes. So let's get my Instagram stream going up as well. So I should be live on Facebook and Instagram. So hi Instagram peeps, if you are with me live as well, over on my Facebook page, you will be able to see the slides for this. So those of you watching via Facebook should be able to see my screen. So I'm going live. Those on Instagram will see me holding up the Russell Brunson Expert Secrets book, which is what this August book lounge is all about. And what I'm doing all throughout the month of August is I'm breaking down into tiny chunks, working through this amazing book. This is one of the best books that I have read recently, and I read a lot of books, guys, as I'm sure a lot of you peeps do as well. And Russell Brunson's Expert Secrets is an underground playbook to find your message, build a tribe, and change the world. And you know, I know that certainly my clients, hi everyone, thanks for joining me on Instagram. I know that all my clients and those in my audience really, you know, this is the holy grail, you know, sort of building your tribe, finding that message is what I teach as well, is what I'm all about, is to help people find that message and really you know, sort of get their clients and, you know, get their sales, but in a way that really sounds like you. So I'm between Instagram over here and Facebook Live. So if you're on Facebook Live, you will see the screen share. So over on my page, facebook.com/DexDiva. So what I've done is I've also broken down some of the first parts of the book into some worksheets. So if you guys want to go ahead and sign up for killercontent.link /Augustbook, that's killercontent.link /Augustbook, then you will get the worksheets that go alongside Expert Secrets, and also you will have the replays of my lives. So we're working through this in tiny chunks. So for those of you on Facebook on this one, you will see the screen, and on Instagram you're seeing me, lucky people. So the part one of the Cliff Notes. Now I'm breaking this down into tiny sections because there is so much goodness in this book. It's a ridiculously good one. And I've pulled out some of the main premises just in the first chapter because I wanted to make this super simple for you guys to implement. So I want to make sure that, okay, let's see that. So if you're watching me on Facebook, come and say hi. And give me a heart up on Instagram if you're over there as well. So monetizing your message has a pattern. So this is a really fantastic part of what Russell Brunson is pointing out here, that all great leaders created a movement. So if you think of all the people who are experts but don't have an audience, that aren't selling products, that aren't getting that traction, there's a pattern which, you know, Mr. Russell Brunson highlights as being a movement. So what does a movement consist of? Okay, so great leaders, the success of their movement means, hey Jennifer on Instagram, hi darling. Success of their movement means that they are, there's three parts to it. Number one, they are really sort of charismatic characters, okay? They are interesting characters. Number two, they focus on a future-based cause bigger than themselves. So they focus on a future-based cause bigger than themselves. That doesn't mean you need to have some sort of huge world domination strategy. It just means you need to be able to think about something which will appeal to your audience that is bigger than just your expertise. And we'll come to that in just a moment. And the third part is they offer their audience a new opportunity. So there's three parts to this movement, and all this is on the slides. I'll give you the link again in a minute, so you guys will have the worksheets and the slides that you can work through this on. And I've included some worksheets that you can brainstorm your movement. So there's parts of your character. So, you know, so Mr. Brunson is highlighting that, you know, leaders have really interesting character, that they have, you know, strong characteristics, they are interesting people to follow. And I know that you guys are really interesting. I know that. So we need to really pull out the parts of your character that we can amp up, that you can make part of your brand, part of your messaging. And, you know, this is something which I talk about a lot in my work with my clients, is about how to really kind of turn up your kind of alter ego, really, so that you're, you know, working with a kind of not a characterized version of yourself, but a kind of, you know, really strong and confident version of you. So think about which parts of your character you can amp up. What future-based concept can you relate to? So remember, we were just saying that creating a movement so that you can be seen as an expert has to relate to something that is future-based and beyond yourself. So are you looking for, you know, who does your end result serve? Who does your end result help? And what will that mean for people in a wider sense? So not just you, not just your immediate audience, not just your, you know, sort of clients. What does it mean as a future-based concept? What result will that have that will inspire people, that will get them to join, to like buy into your movement and your manifesto? And the other thing that I've pulled out from the first chapter of Expert Secrets. Hi guys, if you're just joining us, we're doing the August Book Lounge of Expert Secrets with Russell Brunson. This is the very first part. And the next part that I've invited you guys to brainstorm is, what new opportunity does your work offer your audience? So leading a movement requires, you know, thinking about who you are as a person, amping up all of your expertise, thinking about a concept bigger than yourself, and what new opportunity does your work offer your audience? I'm giving this to you guys in like bite-sized chunks, and I'm sure that those of you who are reading this alongside me will be devouring this brilliant book as well. So I've got worksheets so that you can actually delve into those parts. As I was saying, it's killercontent.link /Augustbook. And then also, Russell talks about the 1,000 fans idea, right? So there's a concept that you only need 1,000 fans to be your core audience, like your core tribe, the ones who will buy everything that you've ever done, who would, you know, sort of drive to gigs to come and see you, who would, you know, if you're an artist, buy all the prints, the postcards, that kind of thing, right? 1,000 fans isn't enormous. It's not kind of out of reach, is it? It kind of feels like it's doable, right? So that's a point that is really mentioned in the book. Okay, and then finding true fans. Okay, so Russell Brunson also talks about that there's 3 main markets, and this is something else I've pulled out from Expert Secrets: wealth, health, and relationships. So wealth, health, and relationships. Whatever you do will fall under one of those 3 wider markets. Of course, there's sub-markets and there's niches within that. And I've got these on the worksheets. There's you on Instagram. You can have the worksheets as well. So, and what we are doing as part of this book is delving into and brainstorming exactly where your niche fits within the sub-markets, right? So if you've got wealth, health, or relationships. So you guys tell me what you do, and we can work out where that fits within those parts. And you know, what's a brilliant part of Expert Secrets is really realizing that there are so many sub-markets, which is exciting, because if you're working in a crowded marketplace, you can always be reminded that there's loads of sub-markets and there is loads of niches. And I've got some worksheets right here, which I'll be emailing everyone who signs up for the book lounge, that you can brainstorm this yourself and go through and really recognize where your special expertise lies within these markets. And when you're looking at your niche, it's great to have a brainstorm around what other experts are offering in that area, so you can see where your special sauce, where your special skills really fit in. Brainstorm what lights you up as well, because if you're going to be an expert with a movement, then you want to be something, you know, it needs to be something that lights you up hugely. Okay, and what sustains you? This is such a massive part of being an expert, and you know, sort of positioning yourself as a personal brand, as someone who has something to say on something. It needs to be something that really sustains you guys, because if you're, you know, if you can't sort of carry on with a passion about something, then that's not a niche for you. Okay. So on the worksheets as well, we're looking for evidence that your future 1,000 fans are, you know, are passionate themselves about the niche. So not only do you need to be super passionate about what you're doing, but your fans do as well. Your super raving fans, and we spoke about the idea of there being 1,000 fans, need to be really passionate about that. Hi to everyone joining on Instagram. Hi Facebook Live peeps. And Russell Brunson describes that market, that niche, as a blue ocean. So when you can find your blue ocean, it's your piece of the pie, you can then create marketing and content that speaks directly to your peeps. And that's a much less crowded marketplace that you can really stand out in. So let's just recap from today. We're talking about leading a movement. Okay, we're talking about establishing yourself as a leader. And what that means is that you need to have that three-pronged approach, that monetizing your message needs to be a movement. It needs to have a charismatic character. You need to focus on a future-based cause bigger than yourself and to offer your audience an opportunity. I have worksheets on that. And then it talks about the 1,000 fans idea, that you need to, there's a certain amount that will really mobilize your movement and how to find them. And then to niche down and see where your particular blue ocean is. And that, my loves, is probably enough for a book club, book lounge on Friday. So we're looking at Russell Brunson's Expert Secrets. If you want to have these videos as they are done and also get the worksheets and read along with me, you go to killercontent.link /augustbook. I will put this also on my Instagram stories and back on the Facebook post. So I'd love you guys to be sharing with me your kind of aha moments as you work through these pieces of the book, as you kind of find out for yourself your niche and your sub-market and your part of leadership for your movement. And then as we move on through the book throughout August, we'll be working on your expert message. So Facebook peeps, I'm going to say goodbye to you shortly, and to Instagram peeps. So I'll see you all soon. Bye.